Good morning, PC Beach. My name is Casey Joyner with Scenic Sotheby's. We've been doing this for a little while now. This is an update on the week that was. What we do is take a 72-hour window and relay that into the week that was in Panama City Beach market. All right. So we're going to continue doing this every Monday, get it out to you guys and keep you posted. Man, June 9th. And I don't know if you guys can feel it, but there's a lot of people in town. It's a little tougher to get around. And honestly, a couple of weeks ago when we were seeing the rental updates, I was a little worried maybe this summer wouldn't be as busy. But if this week's any indication, just driving around, everybody's here. Hope you're enjoying it. And let's just get into it. So let's get straight into the numbers just so I can tell you guys what's going on. I got some updates from you on pricing and a couple other avenues that I want to touch on regarding buyers as we go forward. Okay. So let me do this, go into this screen. Hope everybody's having an awesome time. Let's see what we got here. So hot sheet, new listings, 26. All right. That's pretty much on par. It's very consistent. So not a lot of peak and valleys over the last 3 weeks in the Panama City Beach market. Majority of these are condos. That's the majority of the inventory, right? Pending properties, 12. All right. 26 new, 12 under contract. Okay. So why is that important, Casey? So what we're trying to do is we have this, I've been doing this in the Destin 30A market, which is right next door for about 2 years. And the reason I want to bring it to you guys is we do so much work in your area and I wanted to kind of keep you paced. And what we look for there is a 50% ratio. So if we have 30 new listings, we'd like to take 15 pending. Now, you might say, Casey, actually, if we have 30 new listings, I'd like to take 30 under contract. Well, what we've learned is that over the last couple of years in our area with the growing inventory, if we can get consistent at taking away 50% of the inventory, we're eating away that absorption rate. Going away of the new listings is something that we can maintain. Yes, it still goes up, but it's not going up astronomical. It's not like we're doing 90 new listings and 15 pendings, okay? So we'd like to get to that 50% because we found in Destin and 30A markets that if we can get to that threshold, we're maintaining, we're riding, and prices are maintaining. Okay. So we don't want to get that out of balance. So what I'm saying to UPC Beach is we're a little under that right now. Like we're at pendings at 12. So that's right in line with like 24. So we got 26 new. We're doing fine. That's great. We want to see a trend of that, but we'd like to get it to 50%. So that inventory just doesn't stack up on us. Okay. Closings 12. That's right in line. So you got 12 under contract and you close 12. We just keep up with that to make sure that we get some indication that we're getting these across the finish line. Keep in mind, the closed properties were probably written 45 to 60 days ago with the current financing model, with the majority of the market being financed. So that's old business, but we still like to keep that as a metric. Okay. Here's the other one to pay attention to. Price changes, 63. So 63 price changes, right? So why is that important? Well, we just watched to see how many people are moving the needle out there and how much effort's going. We have some spikes over in Destin 30A where we'll have weeks where there's like 130 price changes. Typically, it's around like a holiday weekend when everybody wants to get it on the board. But here's my stress point to you. If you're a seller watching this and it maybe been reluctant to move your price and you want the buyers to come to you, here's my challenge. Let me just go full screen here to preach for a second. That sounds logical. That's what I would prefer too. I would prefer the buyer to come to you and you not have to drop the price. But guess what? I'm working with a ton of buyers. They don't like coming to you right now. They want you to come to them. I don't think it's a great strategy for the buyer. I think it's better for the buyer to go create the deal that they want. But that's not what's happening. So we're having to move the needle on this pricing just so that we can kind of stay in the line of sight for these buyers, right? And sometimes it's $5,000 and $10,000 drops. I'm not encouraging people to just drop 50 grand every time unless you just get real feedback that you're out of balance, right? So we're just moving the needle. So that's why I'm watching these price changes, because it works. All right. But here's the other message I want to end with today. For you buyers that are picking up on this, if you've been looking at the Panama City Beach condo market, looking to invest or whatever, and you've got a couple of condos like marked, even if you're on my boomtown getting properties from me, stop waiting for the seller to make these moves to hit this magical number that will cause you to take action. Guys, it's way better strategy to get in touch with that team and maybe go ahead and make that offer that you would be waiting on. Does that make sense? If it's priced at 500 and you're like, babe, if this thing comes down to 475, I think we'll make a play. Don't wait on that, because there's probably other people waiting on that too. Go make an offer that you know you'd be happy with now or 2 months from now. Okay? Like, don't wait on that magic price drop. You're putting too much stress on the seller just to nail it. And I don't mean stress on the seller like they shouldn't feel some stress to sell their place. I mean, you're just waiting on them to dictate how the market goes for you when you should be dictating how the market goes for yourself. All right. That's the game right now for buyers. Buyers, you've been waiting on the inventory to kind of go in your favor so you have some options. Now act accordingly. You're still letting the sellers lead by just keep moving the needle until they come to you, but that's bringing in more buyers. You're bringing in more competition. Be more active and get after it. All right. That's the people that we're helping right now. So listen, it's going to be a busy week. We're getting a lot of showings this week. Our buyers are still patient, but they're out there. All right. So if you're compelling enough, you will get a contract right now. The market is moving. All right, Panama City Beach, let's have a great week. And I'll bring you back every Monday. And we got some new home tours coming your way this week as well. Talk to you soon.